In this time and in this season, your obedience is going to determine where you go. And the Lord is saying, be careful not to attach people and connect people to you that He is clearly telling you that you got to leave behind, because they was delay and slow up your process. People, see, God knows things before we know it. He know who will get jealous. He know who will become a leech. He know the motives and intentions of man before we do. That's why He many times tell us to leave people behind, because He cannot do what He want to do for you that is beneficial to His kingdom to bring Him glory until you obey Him and leave people behind. The Lord honors obedience. He loves obedience. He will choose obedience over any sacrificial item that you can offer to God. Your obedience is everything. Because a lot of times the things that the Lord asks us to do are not usual. They are not common. They are not basic. They are not ordinary. It's all of the opposite of every word that I just said. Unordinary. Uncommon. It really is bewildering to us. But those who God used the most, He bewilders the most. So the Lord is giving me this example with Abraham and Lot, so that you can understand. Now, in Genesis chapter 12, verse 1, the Lord had said to Abram, leave your native country, your relatives, and your father's family, and go to the land that I will show you. And I will make you a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous. And you will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you, and curse those who treat you with contempt. And all the families on the earth will be blessed through you. But the Lord said that He can only do these things if Abraham did what? Leave his native country, his relatives, and his father's family to go to the land that the Lord will show him. So we get to Genesis chapter 13, where Abram and Lot separate, because Lot was never supposed to go with Abraham. The Lord was very precise and very specific in what He told Abraham to do. And that's what we have to listen to, every detail, because our obedience is what is opening doors for us. Our obedience is how we will see the promises of God, and our obedience is what leads others to obedience. So it is very, very important. So Abram left Egypt and traveled north into the Negev, along with his wife and Lot and all that they owned. Lot, who was traveling with Abraham, had also become very wealthy because he was traveling with Abraham. But it said he had also become very wealthy with flocks of sheep and goats, herds and cattle, and many tents. But the land could not support both Abraham and Lot, with all of their flocks, herds, and living so close together. That's exactly why God said, go by yourself and leave people behind. So disputes broke out between the herdsmen of Abram and Lot. At that time, the Canaanites and the Perizzites were also living in the land. Finally, Abram said to Lot, let's not allow this conflict to come between us or our herdsmen. After all, we are close relatives. The whole countryside is open to you. Take your choice of any section of the land you want, and we will separate. If you want the land to the left, then I'll take the land to the right. If you prefer the land on the right, then I'll go to the left. Then we go down to verse 14. It says, after Lot had gone, the Lord had said to Abram, look as far as you can see in every direction, north, south, east, and west. After Lot had gone. This is when the Lord spoke this to Abraham when Lot left. He said, I am giving all this land as far as you can see to you and your descendants as a permanent possession. And I will give you so many descendants that like the dust of the earth, they cannot be counted. My God. Go and walk through the land in every direction, for I am giving it to you. So Abram moved his camp to Hebron and settled near the oak grove belonging to Mamre. There he built another altar to the Lord. See, you are the foundation. You are the foundation for your family. You are the foundation for other generations of people. You are the foundation. So God has to use you to build the foundation. Then you will be able to help your family members. And you will be able to save others along the way. But first, it all starts and begins with you. Because it's a time when the Lord used Abraham to save Lot, when he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And the Lord said people will talk so much. They will be speaking against what God is telling you to do. That's why sometimes the journey only requires you and God till you build that foundation. Just like right here in Matthew. Hold on, y'all. So we go to Matthew chapter 9, when a leader of the synagogue, I don't know how to say that right, y'all. But y'all catch the drift. We in chapter 9. When this man's daughter dies, right? And it says, when Jesus arrived at the official's home, he saw the noisy crowd and heard the funeral music, the death music, because the Lord said people be speaking death on your dreams, death on the promises, and just death on everything that it is concerning you. That is why the Lord is saying everybody cannot go with you. Everybody is not going to understand and comprehend what God is doing. So the journey requires only you until the foundation is built. It says, Jesus said, get out, he told them. The girl isn't dead. She's only asleep. But the crowd laughed at him. They laughed because they didn't believe. So the only way this girl was able to rise up is when everybody got out. The only way God is able to move in your life on behalf of your obedience is when everybody is out the way that he's telling you can't be around. It says, after the crowd was put outside, however, Jesus went in and took the little girl by the hand, and she stood up. She stood up after the crowd was outside and out the way. And it was only Jesus and this little girl. It said the report of the miracle swept through the entire countryside. You are the miracle. You are the miracle for your family. You are the miracle for God's kingdom in his glory. And the Lord himself said that he will make his people famous as he did Abraham. This is what is happening. God said this. This ain't nothing that his people is just saying. When you just heard it yourself in Genesis chapter 12, verse 2. So people, please be obedient to everything that God is telling you to do. With people, with everything that he instructs of you and unctions your spirit to do it. Because that is what's opening doors. When Abraham finally got Lot from around, what did God do? He showed him land as far as he could see, from the north, the south, the east, and the west. And God said that this was his. And he will have descendants just as you can't count the dust. That's a whole lot. I pray this message bless y'all. Because y'all, we done fought too hard. We done came too far to keep being delayed. To keep being denied of things that is rightfully ours because of who we connect ourselves with. So if it's only you and God, that means that's all God needs it to be at that time. And it's going to be a time when you are able to go and save others. But you are the foundation. You are the one that God is building and using. You are the one who's going to be the first millionaire and billionaire in your family. But it all begins with your obedience. And you trusting God and doing exactly what you were instructed to do. And if you are led to sow into my kingdom walk, my kingdom fundraiser is gracefully appreciated, y'all. This fundraiser helps a lot on the other side of the camera in ministry that the Lord is instructing of me to do. That I have to do the same instructions that he give me to give you guys. So it is gracefully appreciated. Every seed, every donation, it is counted in the heavens, and they are very much prayed over. And you, if you know this is solid. This ground, this soil is fertile. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, God bless you, quadruple you, and multiply you in all that you do in the name of Jesus.